and I trust her with my video. And during this presentation, I'll share with you guys why. All right, Alexa, ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go live. Boom. Are we live already? You should tell me this.
Okay, start over. Dang!
All right, my name is Eli Gonzalez, and I'm a best-selling ghostwriter. And today I'm going to talk about the power of a business book, and I'm going to get right to it. You know, the dead hit it like the dead ruled the world. And I'm not talking about the next zombie movie, although I love Walking Dead. Although it's not as good as Game of Thrones, but second. I'm not talking about the next zombie apocalypse, hit it next. I'm talking about men and women throughout history that have taken their ideas, their concepts, and have written them down. And that as centuries have gone, other intelligent people have reformed them, reshaped them, so that today, that which was written years and years ago are now the laws that we abide by and the truths that we believe in. That, my friends, is the power of the written word. You know, one could make a compelling argument that a book, the first book, was the greatest invention of all mankind, because human information has been transported through from the beginning of time. And I don't think that any other invention has been as vital to the growth of the human race as the written word, as a book. So what is power? Yeah, it was funny. I asked my daughter Lexi, what's power? She said electricity. And I said, wrong answer. But it's kind of a pretty good answer. But you know, in terms of business and what we want, Lex, power is influence. If you're in business, you're in a sales capacity. And in order for you to be successful, you need to influence others to buy your service or your product. So the more successful the business person, the more influential they are. And that is what a book does. Book grants you influence. First, let me tell you a little bit about me, so you guys can know about me. I grew up, my parents are Puerto Rican, born in Puerto Rico, and this is me at, I think, 16. This is me with the afro right there. That was our first album. I grew up to a very, very musically inclined family. And they didn't let me sing, I just did the backup vocals. I have no leads. Thanks. And then after high school, I went and I joined the Marine Corps, hit it Lex. And once my brothers dropped the dead weight, which was me, they've really gone on to do amazing things. This is my brother Jesse and his band right there rocking in front of 50,000 people. This is my brother, we call him Truck. Funk, his drummer, up and down the East Coast. I mean, right now they have a band and they've been to the White House twice. They've been all over the country singing and spreading their gospel music. That's my brother Herson there, probably the best solo album I've ever heard. Who's also a bishop and he oversees a couple of churches. This is my family here. This is my sister Serena's. She has one of the biggest women's ministries in New England. Like the 900, 1,000 women go to her weekend events. My other sister there, yeah, there's a lot of us guys. We're Puerto Rican, right? My other sister there, she has a radio show with her husband. And this is my brother Stephen up there. That's him rocking with his girls, with his daughters. This is Carly, who sings amazingly, plays the piano. This is Bella, who plays the bass. And actually Carly, you see that shining, beautiful dome of hers. She just survived a bout of cancer with Ewing sarcoma, I think is what it's called. One of the most brilliant and powerful. And that's my other brother Ben. Ben is no longer with us. That's his beautiful wife Lisa. Did it? And Lisa has remarried to a great guy named Victor. Did it? And Victor is a great father to his children, and they actually have another one. And I'm sure that my brother Ben is smiling down at how things have happened for his family. So that's kind of my family, where I'm from. So there's 8 of us, so of course we gotta be rocking the 8 is enough shirts. Yeah, whoever laughed, you guys are older than me. You know where that's from. All right, hit it. And don't mess with me because I roll deep. This is the family from mom and dad, and this is 2011. There's a few more now. So that's kind of like the whole family that my mother and father kind of helped. And I am married. That's my beautiful wife Maria. And that's my brood right there. That's my starting 5. And Joshua, Isaiah, Trinity, Lexi, and Mia. That's it. And my wife has this really crazy thing. Every Easter, she has us wear the same colored clothes. Every Easter. All right. See, I'm not kidding. Hit it like. I'm not kidding. It's every Easter. She every Easter we have to wear the same clothes. And the reason why I do it is because I get kisses from mom. And when mom's happy, the whole world is happy. All right. Yeah. And today my daughter is with me. And you want to run up here real quick?
She'll be giving autographs, right?
She is a YouTube celebrity. You know, like stop right there. This is her YouTube page. Look how many views she has. 165,000 views. Every week they put out a video. It's very wholesome. It's very funny. It's just really, really cool. So they actually just got contracted by a company because they represent the Frosted Flakes brand, and now they're working out a deal for Frosted Flakes now to put banners on their videos because they're looking for family-oriented places where they can go ahead and post. And they actually just gave my daughter and her partner a $500 signing bonus. She's 16 to sign on with them, and as a true entrepreneur, she's had the money for a couple weeks, hasn't spent it because she wants to buy a better camera for her videos. So that's Lexi right there.
Makes sense. All right.
Okay, so me. I was the senior ghostwriter for Zulon Press, one of the largest Christian self-publishing companies in the country. I've written over 70 books. Some of my books have hit best-selling status. All the big lists, my books are there. I employ 5 phenomenally talented writers. So whatever the genre, we can write it, and we have written it. Everything from children's books, memoirs, faith-based business books, whatever it is. And I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer. That's me presenting my musical. I once wrote a full musical at the time. That's me speaking again at Southern Club. I speak there quite often. Just go through these, Lexi. Oh, great. I don't know if you guys know what Key Person of Influence is. It's a 6-month growth accelerator program. And it is the top mastermind group in the entire Tampa area. Sometimes they call me a mentor for their publishing day. And if you guys, and I'm a client of theirs, and they've done wonders for me. You guys want to know more information about how to become a key person of influence? I'm glad to share that with you. That's me at the Christian Chamber. That's me speaking at the Hispanic Chamber. I spoke there down on the board of directors. That's me speaking at a men's group. That's me. You know, I went to this pitch competition, and I got robbed. You have to win your way in, and I did that. I qualified, and I came in 3rd place. I got robbed. Actually, I did. The guy that won it, I mean, he sets up tech labs for like 3rd world countries. So how do you beat that? So, but yeah. And that's me at the Tampa Bay Ignite. So a lot of people ask me, what's it like to be a ghostwriter? Oh my God, I've never met a ghostwriter before. What's it like? And it's pretty sucky sometimes. You know, I'm in the dark. I'm just writing, and then, you know, especially when some of the books have hit, you know, a national status, and nobody knows that you worked on it. You know, it's kind of like, man. But on the other side, it's also pretty cool. It's pretty cool to work with some of the people I've been blessed to work with. These are some of my clients. This is Tony Tucker, former world heavyweight champ. When Mike Tyson won his title, he beat this guy. I'm the editor-in-chief for Business Magazine. That's Samantha DiBianchi. She's from Bravo's show, $1 Million Listings Miami. So I've been fortunate to work with some really cool people. But this is my favorite client of all time. Her name is Jermaine Pichon, and this is her book. It's coming out. And I'm going to tell you her story real quickly because it's worth it, and I think you guys are going to appreciate it. But she's a Holocaust survivor. And her story, it's the Holocaust, right? So it's death, her family's dead, it's as bad as it gets. But what makes her story a little different is that she was getting operated on by Dr. Joseph Mengele, the angel of death, one of the biggest war criminals in the world in modern history. And they were taking out the Jewish women's ovaries because they were doing experiments because they wanted to be able to do twins so that they can further advance the German race quicker. Right, so they would take the ovaries from the prisoners in Auschwitz in Block 10. And here she is, Nona, at 16, split open, no anesthesia. They take out an ovary. She's crying to God. She's crying to her mother. Her mother had been gassed about a year before. And there's an Allied bombing raid nearby, so they take the German officer and they bring them down to a bunker. So there was a Jewish doctor there that was also a slave that was forced to help with these procedures. So they tell him, finish this procedure. So when they leave, he says to a Jewish nurse, also a prisoner, he says, we're just gonna sew her up and save her other ovary. And the nurse is like, what, are you crazy? They're gonna kill us, we can't do that. And he says, for everything that we've done already, our lives are already forfeit. But God's got a plan for this one, she's chosen. So they sew her up, save an ovary. At the risk of his own life, he brings medicine to her, and it's an amazing, amazing story. Today, she's got 4 boys. She's got 13 grandkids, I think. And her oldest son, Saul Pichon, runs the pregnancy centers in Pinellas County area, helping kids from being aborted. And it's just an amazing story. And actually, get it, Lex. Actually, and we have a book signing August 31st at Barnes & Noble's here in Clearwater. And you guys are all invited to come and meet this amazing woman. She's 91 years old, doesn't take any medication.
Yay!
She's amazing. So it's really, really cool to write books like that. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. But I'm here to talk about the power of a business book. So what do you think would do more for your business right now? If you wrote a book about the industry in which you work in, or if you went to school to get another degree, or a degree if you don't have one, right? I'm not going to answer that right now. I'm just going to let you guys know what the power of a book can do for you. And here are 7 reasons smart business owners author books in their industry. Number 1, you stand out from the crowd. Hey, this is a crowded marketplace, regardless of what it is you do for a living. This is a crowded marketplace. How do you stand out? You have your websites, you got your business cards, you got your social media presence, you have an office space, you might even have a storefront. But how many people do you compete with have a book? You stand out from the crowd. Number 2, you get the credibility that you're the best. You know, when you author a book, you're telling the marketplace, I'm so confident in my intellectual property that I don't need to stand next to you to defend it. I've written it down here that you can take it and try to beat it up, shake a stick at it, whatever you want to do. My stuff works. And when you see a book about that industry, the author gains credibility. Oftentimes people will hire you without ever reading your book, just by the fact that you wrote a book. You get to build your brand. Look at this guy. See, don't let the world tell you who you are. You tell the world who you are. This guy's not a bum. A Sith Lord killed his family. He needs money for lightsaber. You tell the world who you are. You define yourself to the marketplace. Otherwise, your competition might. Another great reason to author a book, I'm saying author a book. You don't have to write it. You know, I specialize in writing business books for people that just don't have the time to write a book. We're running our businesses, managing our lives. Who's got time to write a book? Now, even if you do find the time, you know, most business owners, people that hire me, they don't know the first thing on how to take their years of experience in a narrative that's going to be informative